சன் tejas ஆதி பொது அறிவு சார்ந்த ஒரு யூடியூப் சேனலாகும். இந்த பாடத்திற்கான கேள்வி பதிலை டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் பாக்ஸில் கொடுத்துள்ளேன், சரிபார்த்துக் கொள்ளவும். அத்துடன் எனது சேனல்களின் இணைப்பும் உள்ளது.
(101) Permanent settlement. The SYS term of revenue collection was introduced in India by 1. Lord Curzon, 2. Lord Dalhousie, 3. Lord Hastings, 4. Lord Cornwallis. 102 Who was the first woman President of Congress? 1. Mrs. Annie Besant, 2. Mrs. Sarojini Naidu, 3. Mrs. Nellie Sengupta, 4. Aruna Asaf Ali. 103 The Simon Commission, which came to India in February 1928, was boycotted because 1. All its members were Englishmen. 2. At that time a large number of nationalist leaders were in prison. 3. The chairman, Sir John S. Iman, was very unpopular. 4. The Montagu-Chelmsford reforms had failed. 104 Who was the chairman of the Partition Council? 1. M. Ajana, 2. Lord Mountbatten, 3. Jawaharlal Nehru, 4. V.P. Menon. 105 Gandhi's inspiration for civil disobedience came from the writings of 1. Henry David Thoreau, 2. David Ricardo, 3. Henry Kissinger, 4. Bertrand Russell. 106 The idea of Pakistan was first conceived by 1. Muhammad Iqbal, 2. M. Ajana, 3. Shaukat Ali, 4. Aga Khan. 107 Who is generally acknowledged as the pioneer of local self-government in modern India? 1. Ripon, 2. Mayo, 3. Lytton, 4. Curzon. 108 After the Bardoli Satyagraha, the title of Sardar to Vallabhbhai Patel was given by 1. Jawaharlal Nehru, 2. Motilal Nehru, 3. Mahatma Gandhi, 4. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. 109 Sati was abolished by 1. Lord Ripon, 2. Warren Hastings, 3. Lord Cornwallis, 4. William Bentinck. 110 Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was called as Mahatma by 1. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, 2. Motilal Nehru, 3. Jawaharlal Nehru, 4. Rabindranath Tagore. 111 The Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College later became the 1. Osmania University, 2. Jamia Millia Muslim University, 3. Baraktullah University, 4. Aligarh Muslim University. 112 Purna Swaraj, complete independence, was declared to be the goal of the Indian National Congress in its session of 1. Lucknow, 1916, 2. Lahore, 1929, 3. Tripuri, 1939, 4. Lahore, 1940. 113 Who was the author of the book My Experiments with Truth? 1. Aurobindo, 2. Tilak, 3. Gandhi, 4. Vinoba. 114 Motilal Nehru and Chittaranjan Das were the founder members of the 1. Communist Party of India, 2. Forward Bloc, 3. Socialist Swarajist Party, 4. Swarajya Party. 115 The immortal national song Band Mataram has been written by 1. Rabindranath Tagore, 2. Sharad Chandra Chattopadhyaya, 3. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyaya, 4. Surendranath Bandyopadhyaya. 116 The Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College at Aligarh was founded by 1. M.D. Ali Jinnah, 2. Muhammad Ali, 3. Saukat Ali, 4. Sir Syed Ahmed Khan. 117 Who among the following is generally regarded as the pioneer of local self-government in modern India? 1. Ripon, 2. Lytton, 3. Mayo, 4. Curzon. 118 Which one of the following was not a French settlement in India? 1. Puducherry, 2. Mahet, 3. Goa, 4. Chandarnagar. 119 Gandhiji considered khadi as a symbol of 1. Industrialization, 2. Economic independence, 3. Economic growth, 4. Moral purity. 120 India Wins Freedom is the autobiography of 1. Abul Kalam Azad, 2. Muhammad Ali, 3. Zakir Hussain, 4. Syed Ahmed Khan. 121 Gandhi wanted to realize truth through 1. Ahimsa, nonviolence, 2. Dharma, religion, 3. Karma, service, 4. Dhyana, meditation. 122 The Round Table Conference at London met for the discussion of 1. Provision of provincial autonomy, 2. A future administration of India, 3. Gandhi's demands for calling off civil disobedience movement, 4. Congress claimed to be the sole representative of Indians. 123 Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was equated with 1. Matsena, 2. Cavour, 3. Garibaldi, 4. Bismarck. 124 For which community were seats reserved by the Morley Minto reforms? 1. Jews, 2. Muslims, 3. Christians, 4. Sikhs. 125 In Gandhian socialism. 1. State is required, 2. State is not required, 3. State is sometimes required and sometimes not required, 4. State is neither required nor not required. 126 Who said the Simon Commission report should be thrown on a heap of rubbish? 1. Mahatma Gandhi, 2. Shivaswamy Ir, 3. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, 4. Jawaharlal Nehru. 127 The Marathas were defeated at Panipat because 1. The Marathas did not fight bravely, 2. The Marathas were not equal to Afghans in strength, 3. The Maratha army was short of food supplies, 4. The Marathas were considered alien by the local population. 128 Which day was declared as the Direct Action Day by the Muslim League? 1. September 3, 1946, 2. August 16, 1946, 3. May 16, 1946, 4. December 4, 1946. 129 When was Mahatma Gandhi arrested during the Quit India movement of 1942? 1. August 7, 1942, 2. April 30, 1942, 3. August 9, 1942, 4. July 5, 1942. 130 Gandhiji believed that 1. End justifies means, 2. Means justify end, 3. Neither end justifies means nor means justify end, 4. End and means both should be justified. 131 With which movement, the following were / are associated? List I. A Vinoba Bhabet, B Mehtapatkar, C Sundarlal Bahuguna, D Jayaprakash Narayan. List 2. 1 Chipko, 2 Sampurna Kranti, 3 Nirmada Bakayo, 4 Bhudan. 1. A, 4, C, 1, B, 2, D, 3, 2, A, 4, B, 3, C, 1, D, 2, 3, B, 3, C, 1, A, 2, D, 4, 4, D, 2, A, 4, B, 1, C, 2. 132 Which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? 1. Lord Dalhousie, Doctrine of Lapse. 2. Lord Minto, Indian Councils Act, 1909. 3. Lord Wellesley, Subsidiary Alliance. 4. Lord Curzon, Vernacular Press Act, 1878. 133 The province of Bengal was partitioned into two parts in 1905 by 1. Lord Lytton, 2. Lord Ripon. 3. Lord Dufferin, 4. Lord Curzon. 134 The Indian Councils Act of 1909 is also known as 1. The Montague Declaration. 2. The Montague-Chelmsford Reforms. 3. The Morley-Minto Reforms. 4. The Rowlatt Act. 135 The Home Rule League was started by 1. M. K. Gandhi, 2. B. G. Tilak. 3. Ranade, 4. K. T. Telung. 136 The Simon Commission was boycotted by Indians because 1. It sought to curb civil liberties of the Indians. 2. It proposed to partition India. 3. It was an all-white commission without Indian representation. 4. It proposed measures to contain nationalism. 137 The founder of the Brahmo Samaj was 1. Swami Dayananda Sarasvati. 2. Ishvarchandra Vidyasagar. 3. Rajaram Mohan Roy. 4. Swami Vivekananda. 138 The correct chronological order in which the British established their trading centre in the block ES mentioned below is 1. Calcutta, Bombay, Madras. Letter 2. Bombay, Madras, Surat. Calcutta. 3. Surat, Madras, Bombay. Calcutta. 4. Surat, Madras, Calcutta. Bombay. Central. Excise, 25.11.2007. 139 The revolt of 1857 was started by 1. The sepoys. 2. The zamindars. 3. The peasants. 4. The plantation workers. 140 After leaving the Congress, Subhash Chandra Bose formed, in 1939, his own party, named 1. Socialist Bloc. 2. Revolutionary Socialist Bloc. 3. Forward Bloc. 4. Socialist Congress Bloc. 141 Bal Gangadhar Tilak was given the epithet of Lokmanya during 1. His imprisonment in 1908. 2. Home Rule Movement. 3. Revolutionary Movement. 4. Swadeshi Movement. 142 Do or Die, Karanj Yamaranj. Gandhiji gave this mantra to the nation on the eve of which mass movement? 1. Rowlatt Satyagraha. 2. Salt Satyagraha. 3. Quit India Movement. 4. Non-cooperation Movement. 143 Which of the following was established by B.R. Ambedkar? 1. Swaraj Party. 2. Samaj Samita Party. 3. All India Scheduled Castes Federation. 4. The Independent Labour Party. 144 Who was in favour of a party-less democracy? 1. Jayaprakash Narayan. 2. Bhupendranath Dutta. 3. M. N. Roy. 4. Jawaharlal Nehru. 145 Provincial autonomy was introduced in India by the 1. Indian Councils Act, 1909. 2. Government of India Act, 1919. 3. Government of India Act, 1935. 4. Indian Independence Act, 1947. 146 Who was the first Indian Governor-General of India? 1. B.R. Ambedkar. 2. C. Rajagopalachari. 3. Dr. Rajendra Prasad. 4. Drive S. Radhakrishnan. 147 In which state was the first non-Congress government set up in independent India? 1. Punjab, 2. Bihar, 3. Maharashtra, 4. Kerala. 148 November 26, 1949 is a significant day in our constitutional history because 1. India took a pledge of complete independence on this day. 2. The Constitution was adopted on this day. 3. India became a republic on this day. 4. The First Amendment of the Constitution was passed on this day. 149 The first General Secretary of the Indian National Congress was 1. Dadabhai Naoroji, 2. A.O. Hume, 3. Feroza Shah Mehta, 4. Badruddin Tyabji. 150 Rajaram Mohan Roy organized a historic agitation against the 1. Caste system, 2. Evil custom of sati, 3. Degrading position of women in society, 4. Practice of superfluous religious rituals. 151 Long years ago we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. This was stated on the night of August 14, 1947 by 1. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, 2. C. Rajagopalachari, 3. Jawaharlal Nehru, 4. Dr. Rajendra Prasad. 152 The Indian National Congress had passed the famous resolution on non-cooperation in 1920 at its session held at 1. Lucknow, 2. 3. Bombay, 4. Calcutta. 153 Who is known as the Grand Old Man of India? 1. Dadabhai Naoroji, 2. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, 3. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, 4. Surendranath Banerjee. 154 Which of the following can be considered as the most useful and outstanding reforms made by Lord Curzon, especially in respect of the people living in the undivided province of Punjab? 1. Educational reforms, 2. Police reforms, 3. Industrial reforms, 4. Agricultural reforms. 155 Diarchy was introduced in the Government of India Act of 1. 1909, 2. 1919, 3. 1935, 4. None of these. 156 The transfer of government from the Company to the Crown was pronounced by Lord Canning, November 1, 1858, at 1. Calcutta, 2. 3. Putna, 4. Allahabad. 157 The Indian National Congress and the Muslim League came closer to each other in 1916 at 1. Lahore, 2. Amritsar, 3. Lucknow, 4. Haripura. 158 Permanent revenue settlement of Bengal was introduced by 1. Clive, 2. Hastings, 3. Wellesley, 4. Cornwallis. 159 Who propounded the theory of economic drain of India during British imperialism? 1. W. C. Banerjee, 2. Dadabhai Naoroji, 3. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, 4. Gandhiji. 160 Which is the oldest trade union organization in India? 1. Indian National Trade Union Congress, INTUC. 2. Centre of Indian Trade Unions, CITU. 3. All India Trade Union Congress, ATUC. 4. Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, BMS. 161 Sarvodaya stands for 1. Total revolution, 2. Non-cooperation, 3. Upliftment of all, 4. Non-violence. 162 In which city of South Africa was Gandhi beaten up and thrown off the pavement by the white people? 1. Cape Town, 2. Durban, 3. Johannesburg, 4. Pretoria. 163 who attended the Congress of Oppressed Nationalists at Brussels in 1927, on behalf of the National Congress. 1. Jawaharlal Nehru. 2. Mahatma Gandhi. 3. Dr. Ansari. 4. Motilal Nehru. 164 who amongst the following made it possible for the Indians to enter the Indian civil service through an open competitive examination. 1. William Bentinck. 2. Dalhousie. 3. Mayo. 4. Ripon. 165 in which year Lala Lajpat Rai was deported to Mandalay for organizing the agrarian movement in Punjab. 1. 1905, 2. 1907. 3. 1909, 4. 1911. 166 which Governor-General had entertained Ranjit Singh with great honor at Ropar. 1. Minto I, 2. William Bentinck. 3. Hastings, 4. Auckland. 167. 1. Swami Dayananda. 166 which Governor-General had entertained Ranjit Singh with great honor at Ropar. 1. Minto I, 2. William Bentinck. 3. Hastings, 4. Auckland. 167. 1. Swami Dayananda Sarasvati. 2. Swami Vivekananda. 3. Keshav Chandra Sr. 4. Ishvar Chandra Vidyasagar. 168 Maulana Abul Kalam Azad start at an Urdu weekly, the Al-Hilal in 1912, but, on its being banned by the government, he founded at Al-Balak in 1. 1913, 2. 1914, 3. 1915, 4. 1916. 169 high courts were established in Calcutta, Bombay and Madras in 1. 1935, 2. 1919. 3. 1892, 4. 1861. 170 who was the first women president of Indian National Congress. 1. Sarojini Naidu. 2. Sucheta Kripalani. 3. Rajkumari Amrit Kaur. 4. Annie Besant. 171 which of the following reform movements was the first to be started in the 19th century? 1. Prarthana Samaj. 2. Brahmo Samaj. 3. Arya Samaj. 4. Ramakrishna Mission. 172 who was the President of Indian National Congress when the Mountbatten Plan of Independence was accepted? 1. Jawaharlal Nehru. 2. Sardar Patel. 3. Maulana Azad. 4. Acharya J.B. Kripalani. 173 who developed the idea that means justify the ends? 1. Kautilya. 2. Rajaram Mohan Roy. 3. Swami Dayanand Sarasvati. 4. Mahatma Gandhi. 174 who said that the real seat of taste is not the tongue, but the mind? 1. Aurobindo Ghosh. 2. Mahatma Gandhi. 3. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 4. Swami Vivekananda. 175 Provincial autonomy was one of the important features of the Act of 1. 1935, 2. 1919. 3. 1909, 4. 1858. 176 who was the Governor-General of India during the revolt of 1857? 1. Lord Dalhousie. 2. Lord Canning. 3. Lord Mayo. 4. Lord Ripon. 177 when Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated, who said, "None will believe that a man like this in body and soul ever walked on this earth"? 1. Bertrand Russell. 2. Leo Tolstoy. 3. Albert Einstein. 4. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. 178 In violation of the SALT laws, Gandhiji started a movement called 1. Non-cooperation movement. 2. Swadeshi movement. 3. Civil disobedience movement. 4. None of the above. 179 The cabinet mission came to India in 1. 1943, 2. 1944. 3. 1945, 4. 1946. 180 The first to come and last to leave India were 1. The Portuguese. 2. The French. 3. The English. 4. The Dutch. 181 Who was the first Muslim president of the Indian National Congress? 1. Muhammad Ali Jinnah. 2. Badruddin Tayabji. 3. Sir Syed Ahmed Khan. 4. Abul Kalam Azad. 182 The administrative consequence of the revolt of 1857 was transfer of power from 1. East India Company to the British Crown. 2. British Crown to the East India Company. 3. East India Company to the Governor General. 4. British Crown to the Board of Directors. 183 The issue on which the civil disobedience movement of 1930 was launched was 1. Equal employment opportunities for Indians. 2. The proposed execution of Bhagat Singh. 3. Salt monopoly exercised by the British government. 4. Complete freedom. 184 Who was the last Governor-General of India? 1. Sir Cripps. 2. Lord Mountbatten. 3. C. Rajagopalachari. 4. Sir Attlee. 185 Which directive principle bears the direct impact of Gandhi's moral philosophy? 1. Equal pay for equal work. 2. Provision of free legal aid and advice. 3. Prohibition of the slaughter of cows. 4. Protection of the monuments of historical importance. 186 Who represented India in the Second Round Table Conference? 1. Sarojini Naidu. 2. Anne Besant. 3. Aruna Asaf Ali. 4. None of these. 187 Who declared as his ultimate aim the wiping of every tear from every eye? 1. Jawaharlal Nehru. 2. Gandhiji. 3. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 4. Sardar Patel. 188 In ends and means relationship. Gandhiji believed 1. Means become good if they serve the end. 2. Means and ends are watertight compartments. 3. Means determine the end. 4. End is everything, no matter what or how the means are. 189 The first Victory and Governor General of British India was 1. Lord Dalhousie. 2. Sir John Lawrence. 3. Warren Hastings. 4. Lord Canning. 190 The split between the extremists and moderates came up in the open at the Surat Congress session in the year 1. 1905, 2. 1906. 3. 1907, 4. 1910. 191 Vallabhbhai Desai's most memorable achievement was his defense of the Indian National Army, INA, personnel at the Red Fort trial towards the end of 1. 1943, 2. 1944. 3. 1945, 4. 1946. 192 The first Viceroy of the Portuguese in the East was 1. Albuquerque. 2. João de Castro. 3. Francisco de Almeida. 4. Nuno da Cunha. 193 When was the All India Women's Conference founded? 1. 1924, 2. 1925. 3. 1926, 4. 1927. 194 The Kukka movement started in mid-19th century in 1. Western Punjab, 2. Maharashtra, 3. Bengal, 4. Madhya Bharat. 195 Mahatma Gandhi's remark, a post-dated check on a crumbling bank is regarding the proposals of 1. Simon Commission, 2. Cripps Mission, 3. Cabinet Mission, 4. Wavell Plan. 196 Under whose leadership was the Congress Socialist Party founded in 1934? 1. Jawaharlal Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi, 2. Acharya Narendra Dev and Jayaprakash Narayan, 3. Subhas Chandra Bose and P.C. Joshi, 4. Saifuddin Kichlu and Rajendra Prasad. 197 Which one of the following is incorrectly matched? 1. Columbus, 1492. 2. Vasco da Gama, 1498. 3. Magellan, 1520. 4. Balboa, 1530. 198 When did the British make English the medium of instruction in India? 1. 1813, 2. 1833. 3. 1835, 4. 1844. 199 During whose viceroyship did the High Courts come into existence at the three presidential cities of Calcutta, Madras, and Bombay? 1. Warren Hastings, 2. Lord Cornwallis, 3. John Lawrence, 4. Lord Dalhousie. 200 Who was popularly known as Nana Sahib? 1. Baji Rai, 2. Balaji Baji Rao, 3. Balaji Vishwanath, 4. Madhav Rao. 201 In which session of the Indian National Congress did the historic union of Congress and Muslim League take place? 1. Letter, 2. Bombay, 3. Calcutta, 4. Lucknow. 202 Who attended the Imperial Durbar of 1877 dressed in hand-spun khadi? 1. M. K. Gandhi, 2. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, 3. Bipin Chandra Pal, 4. Ganesh Vasudev Joshi. 203 Who was the founder editor of the famous newspaper Kesari during the national struggle? 1. Mahatma Gandhi, 2. Jawaharlal Nehru, 3. Lokmanya Tilak, 4. Muhammad Iqbal. 204 Match list I with list 2 and select the correct answer using the code given below the lists. List I. A. Sarojini Naidu, B. M. Ajana, C. Tej Bahadur Supru, D. V. D. Savrakar. List 2. 1. Muslim League, 2. Indian National Congress, 2. Hindu Mahasabha, 4. Liberal Party. Code ABCD 1. 2143, 2. 2134, 3. 2413, 4. 4132. 205 Who was the only Indian to be elected as President of the United Nations General Assembly? 1. Vijayalakshmi Pandit, 2. V. K. Krishna Menon, 3. Jawaharlal Nehru, 4. Rajeshvar Dayal. 206 What was the reason for Gandhiji's support to decentralization of power? 1. Decentralization ensures more participation of the people into democracy. 2. India had decentralization of power in the past. 3. Decentralization was essential for the economic development of the country. 4. Decentralization can prevent communalism. 207 Which of the following, according to Mahatma Gandhi, is the strongest force in the world? 1. Nonviolence of the brave, 2. Nonviolence of the weak, 3. Nonviolence of the coward, 4. Nonviolence of the downtrodden. 208 Who among the following were members of the Swaraj Party? A. Motilal Nehru. B. Sardar Patel. C. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. 1. A and B, 2. A only. 3. B and C, 4. A, B and C. 209 Where are the traces of Portuguese culture found in India? 1. Goa, 2. Calicut. 3. Kannur, 4. Cochin. 210 The British introduced the railways in India in order to 1. Promote heavy industries in India. 2. Facilitate British commerce and administrative control. 3. Move foodstuff in case of famine. 4. Enable Indians to move freely within the country. 2. LLK according to Dadabhai Naoroji Shvrj meant 1. Complete independence. 2. Self-government. 3. Economic independence. 4. Political independence. 212 Which religious reformer of Western India was known as Lakatwadi? 1. Gopal Hari Deshmukh. 2. R.G. Bhandarkar. 3. Mahadev Govind Ranade. 4. B.G. Tilak. 213 Who was the first Governor-General of Bengal? 1. Robert Clive. 2. Warren Hastings. 3. William Bentinck. 4. Cornwallis. 214 Which scripture was called his mother by Gandhiji? 1. Ramayana. 2. The New Testament. 3. Bhagavad Gita. 4. The Holy Quran. 215 The Quit India movement was launched in 1942 in the month of 1. January, 2. March, 3. August, 4. December. 216 Match the following. Column I. A. Keshav Sen. B. Dayanand Sarasvati. C. Atmaram Pandurang. D. Syed Ahmed Khan. Column 2. 1. Prarthana Samaj. 2. Brahmo Samaj. 3. Aligarh movement. 4. Arya Samaj. 1. A. 4. B. 1. C. 3. D. 2. 2. 1 4 2 3. 3. 2413. 4. 3241. 217 Who was the first English president of the Indian National Congress? 1. George Ewell. 2. William Wedderburn. 3. A.O. Hume. 4. Henry Cotton. 218 Which one of the following personalities is known as Grand Old Man of India? 1. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 2. Dadabhai Naoroji. 3. Motilal Nehru. 4. Lala Lajpat Rai. 219 The pledge for Purna Swaraj was taken at the Congress session of 1. Calcutta, 2. Lahore. 3. Allahabad, 4. Madras. 220 Who was the founder of the Servants of India Society? 1. G. K. Gokhale. 2. M. G. Ranade. 3. B. G. Tilak. 4. Bipin Chandra Pal. 221 Mahatma Gandhi was profoundly influenced by the writings of 1. Bernard Shaw. 2. Karl Marx. 3. Lenin. 4. Leo Tolstoy. 222 Who is rightly called the father of local self-government in India? 1. Lord Mayo. 2. Lord Ripon. 3. Lord Curzon. 4. Lord Clive. 223 Which Governor-General is associated with doctrine of lapse? 1. Lord Ripon. 2. Lord Dalhousie. 3. Lord Bentinck. 4. Lord Curzon. 224 India attained dominion status on 1. January 15, 1947. 2. August 15, 1947. 3. August 15, 1950. 4. October 15, 1947. 225 What is Gandhi's definition of Ramaraj? 1. The rule as it was during the time of Rama. 2. Sovereignty of the people based on pure moral authority. 3. The greatest good of all. 4. The absolute power concentrated in the hands of a king. 226 Who among the following was the first to sign the instruments of accession? 1. The Maharaja of Baroda. 2. The Council of Travancore. 3. The Nizam of Hyderabad. 4. The Raja of Jodhpur. 227 The decline of Indian handicrafts industry in the 19th century was attributed to 1. Competition from British manufacturing industries only. 2. Disappearance of Indian princely courts only. 3. Establishment of alien rule only. 4. All of the above. 228 Why was the Simon Commission boycotted by the Indians? 1. It did not include any Indian as a member. 2. It did not have any woman member. 3. It was appointed before the stipulated time. 4. It refused to meet prominent Indian leaders. 229 Who among the following started the first newspaper in India? 1. Dadabhai Naoroji. 2. W.C. Banerjee. 3. Rabindranath Tagore. 4. James A. Hickey. 230 English education was introduced in India by 1. Lord Curzon. 2. Jawaharlal Nehru. 3. Lord Macaulay. 4. Lord Dalhousie. 231 Name the important French possession in India. 1. Goa. 2. Pondicherry. 3. Daman. 4. Cochin. 232 As per provisions of the Charter Act of 1833, a law commission, for consolidating, codifying, and improving Indian laws, was constituted under the chairmanship of 1. Lord Bentinck. 2. Rajaram Mohan Roy. 3. Lord Macaulay. 4. Lord Dalhousie. 233 Who was the first Indian to become member of British Parliament? 1. W.C. Banerjee. 2. Biramji M. Malabari. 3. D.N. Wacha. 4. Dadabhai Naoroji. 234 Who said patriotism is religion and religion is love for India? 1. Raj Narayan Bose. 2. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 3. Swami Vivekananda. 4. Acharya Vinoba Bhave. 235 According to Gandhiji, which of the following are the major means of satyagraha? A. Non-cooperation. B. Strike. C. Demonstration. D. Civil disobedience. 1. A and B are correct. 2. A and D are correct. 3. B and D are correct. 4. C and D are correct. 236 Hardale, an intellectual giant, was associated with 1. Home Rule Movement. 2. Gadar Movement. 3. Swadeshi Movement. 4. Non-Cooperation Movement. 237 The credit of discovering the sea route of India goes to the 1. French. 2. Dutch. 3. Portuguese. 4. English. 238 The song Janagana Mana composed by Rabindranath Tagore was first published in January 1912 under the title of 1. Jai. 2. Rashtra Jagrati. 3. Bharat Vidhata. 4. Matribhumi. 239 On imprisonment in 1908 by the British, Bal Gangadhar Tilak was sent to 1. Andaman and Nicobar. 2. Rangoon. 3. Singapore. 4. Mandalay. 240 The civil disobedience movement was launched by Mahatma Gandhi in 1. 1928, 2. 1930. 3. 1931, 4. 1922. 241 At which place in Bengal was the East India Company given permission to trade and build a factory by the Mughals in 1651? 1. Calcutta, 2. Qasim Bazar. 3. Single, 4. Burdwan. 242 Who gave the slogan Inquilab Zindabad? 1. Chandrasekhar Azad. 2. Subhash Chandra Bose. 3. Bhagat Singh. 4. Iqbal. 243 The system of diarchy was introduced in India in 1. 1909, 2. 1935. 3. 1919, 4. 1945. 244 The editor of Young India and Harijan was 1. Nehru. 2. Ambedkar. 3. Mahatma Gandhi. 4. Subhash Chandra Bose. 245 Who of the following attended all the three round table conferences? 1. B. R. Ambedkar. 2. M. Malavia. 3. Vallabhbhai Patel. 4. Gandhiji. 246 The call of back to the Vedas was given by 1. Swami Vivekananda. 2. Swami Dayanand Sarasvati. 3. Aurobindo Ghosh. 4. Rajaram Mohan Roy. 247 Simon Commission was boycotted by the nationalist leaders of India because 1. They felt that it was only an eyewash. 2. All the members of the commission were English. 3. The members of the commission were biased against India. 4. It did not meet the demands of the Indians. 248 Who among the following British persons admitted the revolt of 1857 as a national revolt? 1. Lord Dalhousie. 2. Lord Canning. 3. Lord Ellenborough. 4. Disraeli. 249 The communal electorate was introduced for the first time in India in 1. 1919, 2. 1935. 3. 1906, 4. 1909. 250 The two states which had non-Congress ministries in 1937 were 1. Bengal and Punjab. 2. Punjab and NWFP. 3. Madras and Central Prov Inces. 4. Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. 251 Through which principle/device did Mahatma Gandhi strive to bridge economic inequalities? 1. Abolition of machinery. 2. Establishment of village industries. 3. Adoption of nonviolence. 4. Trusteeship theory. 252 Which one of the following was the first English ship that came to India? 1. Elizabeth. 2. Bengal. 3. Red Dragon. 4. Mayflower. 253 The All India Muslim League was founded by 1. Maulana Ahmed Ali. 2. Muhammad Ali Jinnah. 3. Aga Khan. 4. Hakim Ajmal Khan. 254 Gandhiji was influenced by the writings of 1. Karl Marx. 2. Thomas Hobbes. 3. Charles Darwin. 4. Leo Tolstoy. 255 The Governor-General who abolished the practice of sati was 1. Dalhousie. 2. Ripon. 3. William Bentinck. 4. Curzon. 256 In which year did Gandhiji start Satyagraha movement? 1. 1919, 2. 1927. 3. 1934, 4. 1942. 257 Where was the Royal Durbar held on November 1, 1858 to issue the Queen's proclamation? 1. Lucknow. 2. Kanpuri. 3. 4. Kanpur. 258 Who is called as the Prophet of New India? 1. Dayanand Sarasvati. Raman Krishna. 3. Rajaram Mohan Roy. 4. Swami Vivekananda. 259 Who declared Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. 1. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. 2. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 3. Lala Lajpat Rai. 4. K.T. Telung. 260 The Indian Council Act of 1909 was popularly known as 1. Parliament Act. 2. Montagu-Chelmsford Reforms. 3. Minto-Morley Reforms. 4. The Judiciary Act. 261 Federal form of government at the centre was introduced in India under 1. Government of India Act of 1919. 2. Indian Councils Act of 1909. 3. Government of India Act of 1935. 4. Indian Independence Act of 1947. 262 Royal Asiatic Society was founded by 1. Sir William Jones. 2. Sir John Marshall. 3. R.D. Banerjee. 4. Sir William Bentinck. 263 The Indian National Army, Azad Hind Fauj, fought in the Second World War against 1. Germany, 2. Japan. 3. Italy, 4. Great Britain. 264 Indian Universities Act, 1904 was passed during the governorship of 1. Lord Lytton. 2. Lord Curzon. 3. Lord Ripon. 4. Lord Hardenjai. 265 The hero of the Kakori dacoity case was 1. Ramaprasad Bismil. 2. Bhagat Singh. 3. Batukeshwar Dutta. 4. Barkadala. 266 The person responsible for introducing the conception of diarchy in the 1919 Act was 1. Montagu. 2. Tez Bahadur Supru. 3. Lionel Curtis. 4. Chelmsford. 267 Tricolor was adopted as the national flag in 1. Lahore Congress. 2. Belgaum Congress. 3. Allahabad Congress. 4. Haripura Congress. 268 Who presided over the first session of the Indian National Congress? 1. A.O. Hume. 2. W.C. Banerjee. 3. Shurandranath Banerjee. 4. Badruddin Tyabji. 269 When was the Dandi March undertaken? 1. December 31, 1929. 2. March 12, 1930. 3. April 5, 1930. 4. May 5, 1930. 270 Who was the first propounder of the doctrine of passive resistance? 1. B.G. Tilak. 2. Aurobindo Ghosh. 3. Lajpat Rai. 4. G.K. Gokhale. 271 Who was the Congress President during 1940-46? 1. Jawaharlal Nehru. 2. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. 3. Maulana Azad. 4. Rajendra Prasad. 272 What are the Morley-Minto reforms of 1909 known for? 1. Separate electorates. 2. Provincial diarchy. 3. Provincial autonomy. 4. Federalism. 273 What was meant by the Secretary of State for India during the British rule? 1. An official who worked as the secretary to the Viceroy of India. 2. A secretary-level official appointed in each presidency of India. 3. A British minister given full control over the government of India. 4. A senior officer appointed by the Viceroy to look into the internal administration in India. 274 Lucknow Pact was a deal between 1. Indians and the British about legislative seats. 2. Hindus and Muslims regarding seat sharing in legislatures. 3. Depressed castes and Brahmins about job reservations. 4. Hindus and Sikhs about job reservations. 275 The joint session of the Congress and Muslim League was held in 1916 at 1, 2, Kanpur, 3, Lucknow, 4, Madras. 276 Who, among the following, founded the All India Depressed Class ES Federation in 1920? 1. M. K. Gandhi. 2. Jyotiba Phule. 3. G. K. Gokhale. 4. B. R. Ambedkar. 277 The first trading centre which was established by the British was 1. Kolkata, 2. Letters. 3. Chennai, 4. Mumbai. 278 When and which Governor-General decided to make English the medium of instruction in India? 1. 1805 Lord Wellesley. 2. 1845 Lord Hardinge. 3. 1835 Lord William Bentinck. 4. 1850 Lord Dalhousie. 279 Who among the following is acknowledged as the pioneer of local self-government in India? 1. Ripon, 2. Mayo. 3. Lytton, 4. Curzon. 283 Who, among the following, 279 Who among the following, is acknowledged as the pioneer of local self-government in India? 1. Ripon, 2. Mayo, 3. Lytton, 4. Curzon. 280 Who among the following is popularly known as Periyar? 1. C. V. Raman Pillai, 2. C. N. Mudaliar, 3. E. V. Ramangsvamyanayakar, 4. L. Ramkrishna Pillai. 281 In which of the following places was the Ryotwari settlement introduced? 1. Uttar Pradesh and Punjab, 2. Northwest Provinces and Punjab, 3. Madras and Bombay, 4. Bengal and Bihar. 282 Which among the following block was not an important center of the revolt of 1857? 1. Agra, 2. Kanpur, 3. Jhansi, 4. Lucknow. 283 Who, among the following, abolished the dual system of government in Bengal? 1. Lord Clive, 2. Lord Cornwallis, 3. Spencer, 4. Lord Warren Hastings. 284 Who among the following was famous for framing the Education Minute? 1. Lord Elgin, 2. Lord Macaulay, 3. Sadler, 4. None of these. 285 Who, among the following, has been known as the Frontier Gandhi? 1. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, 2. Khan Sahib, 3. Chaudhry Shokatala, 4. Liaquat Ali Khan. 286 The Ryotwari system of land tenure refers to a situation where, 1. The Ryot is the owner of the land held by him/her and directly pays the revenue assessed on the land to the state. 2. The Ryot is an occupancy tenant of his/her land and pays the land revenue to the zamindar. 3. The person cultivates the land leased from a landlord and in return pays rent to the landlord. 4. The land is collectively owned and cultivated on a cooperative basis. 287 Swami Dayanand Sarasvati established the first Arya Samaj in 1875 at 1. Bombay, 2. Lahore, 3. Nagpur, 4. Ahmednagar. 288 Who, among the following, was the pioneer of social reform movements in 19th century India? 1. Aurobindo Ghosh, 2. Rajaram Mohan Roy, 3. Devendranath Tagore, 4. Keshav Chandra Sen. 289 Who started the Home Rule movement? 1. Annie Besant, 2. Padmaja Naidu, 3. Kamla Devi Chattopadhyaya, 4. Rajkumari Amrit Kaur. 290 When was the Gandhi-Irwin Pact made? 1. 1935, 2. 1931, 3. 1929, 4. 1932-291. What was not true about Sir Syed Ahmad Khan? 1. He founded the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College at Aligarh. 2. he was a leader of the Muslim League. 3. He was a leader of the Aligarh movement. 4. He opposed the Indian National Congress. 292. Neel Darpan, a play depicting the revolt against the indigo planters, was written by 1. Dinbandhu Mitra, 2. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, 3. Rabindranath Tagore, 4. Navin Chandra Sen. 293. Champaran Satyagraha was related to 1. Indigo, 2. Mill owners, 3. Plague, 4. Fresh assessment of land. 294. Who among the following implement the doctrine of lapse? 1. Lord Canning, 2. Lord Dalhousie, 3. Lord Hastings, 4. Lord Ripon. 295. The first newspaper which was published in India was 1. The Calcutta Gazette, 2. The Calcutta Gazette, 3. The Oriental Magazine of Calcutta, 4. The Bengal Gazette. 296. The Portuguese built their first fort on Indian soil in the territory of the Raja of 1. Calicut, 2. Cochin, 3. Daman, 4. Bijapur. 297. The partition of Bengal was revoked by the British in 1. 1911, 2. 1914, 3. 1917, 4. 1919. 298. Who among the following, Annaly said the causes of the uprising of 1857 advocating a reconciliation between the British and the Muslims? 1. Syed Ahmed Brulvi, 2. Shah Waliullah, 3. Syed Ahmed Khan, 4. Syed Amir Ali. 299. Who created the Madras Presidency as it existed till Indian independence? 1. Sir Thomas Munro, 2. Lord Hastings, 3. Lord Cornwallis, 4. Lord Wellesley. 300. The theory of economic drain was propounded by 1. B. G. Tilak, 2. R. C. Dude, 3. Dadabhai Naoroji, 4. G. K. Gokhale. 2.
சன் ஜட்ஜஸ் ஆதி பொது அறிவு சேனலை பார்த்த அனைவருக்கும் நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். அடுத்த வீடியோவில் சந்திப்போம்.